Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and this is episode 2 of our Battlemage playthrough. We're going to be figuring out the best ways to optimize character growth by generating as many perks as possible while in combat, traveling, and doing crafting. Let's get into it. Alright, High Elves are born with extra magicka. They can use Highborn to regenerate magicka quickly for a short time.
There he goes. Looks like he's gone for good this time. No way to know if anyone else made it out alive. But this place is going to be swarming with Imperials soon enough. We better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in Riverwood, just up the road. I'm sure she'd help you out. It's probably best if we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made
we'll
it
split
without
up
your
and
help.
travel in the same direction at the same speed. This isn't awkward at all. I do like, did you notice that Alduin, the next place you go to is Bleak Falls Barrow, right over there. And that's the way Alduin flew when he was leaving Helgen. It's kind of just another way that they're trying to move the gamer's attention. It's like, go this way, catch this butterfly. Well, gamers are more likely to go this way, catch this butterfly, pick these wild flowers. Why? Because alchemy is amazing. Mostly for perk generation. I don't know how deeply we're going to be getting into using, like, getting perks in alchemy in order to do, like, poison damage or buffs or things like that. Most of the poisoning effects we're actually going to be able to generate on our own with the magic because we're battle mages. But we'll see. I try to get... I've played one too many thief types, and now I have this, like, OCD compulsive disorder where I always grab butterflies and flowers and whatever I can find when I'm running along. We will be doing a little more. Once I have the right spells, I'll show you guys a couple other ways you can level up while you are traveling. But for now, let's slide down over here. We're going to grab the Mage's Guardian Stone real quick. You're probably already familiar. The Warrior Stone for combat skills, Mage Stone for mage skills, Thief Stone for thief skills. Mage skill means we'll learn all magic 20% faster. Let's see, so usually I will hit this mine before I get to Riverwood, but because we're working on this optimized build, I want to hit the shop in Riverwood first and see if we can get a couple of decent spells in each school and a shield. And then we'll be able to work on some perk generation and see just how high up we can level before we get through all of this. Oh, before we move on to the next quest, I should say. I think there's some, if I remember right, there's a pack of wolves that ambush you around this corner if you are not careful. And I am being very careful. And no, at the moment I'm not picking up every flower, just the ones that are convenient. I heard wolves. Are there wolves? I don't see wolves. Okay, I guess we're okay. Weird. Usually those things are on you once you round that corner, but alright. Oh look, bunny rabbit. Cute little bunny rabbit. I'm sure you taste delicious. Come over. Chase butterflies. I chase bunnies. As long as it's going towards where I need to go. And okay. If it can survive a huge slash with a sword, it deserves to live another day. And that is a wild elk running into town. And no one is trying to eat it. That's impressive. Makes you wonder what would actually happen in, like, a Viking town if if an elk with a full head just goes riding in. Maybe we can actually, like, pin it down and attack it. I don't know. Oh well. Let's get through the obligatory quest line, and we'll move on to the next phase of our little plans. Okay, is Brayloth here yet? No. Okay, so let's do a little bit of picking real quick. We've got your assorted mushrooms. Is there anything else over here? I don't think so. Okay. Let's get in on this conversation. Unless I am crazy faster than Rayloff, I do not see him. Okay, I
New
just...
to Riverwood? Rayloff? How do you know him? If you really are Rayloff's friend, I'll be glad to help you.
I see
But you
Rayloff.
didn't
He's
answer my
got his
question.
bow drawn,
How
and
do you
he's
know him?
watching me like I'm hitting on his sister. I don't know.
A dragon?
Okay, let's
In
see.
Helgen?
Maybe I can get the... there's usually like a 30-second conversation
Explain
here,
what I
but
saw
maybe I
earlier,
can skip it.
flying down the valley from the south. I thought I don't know why, but I actually believe you. You've got the look of someone who's just seen a dragon. Things just go from bad to worse. First the war, now dragons. What's this world coming to? The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Okay, cool. I think that's the first time I've actually skipped that whole welcome home Rayloff conversation. And, cool. Alright. Faster we can start perk generating, the happier I'll be.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No. I don't know what. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing: an ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could.
I can help you get the claw
I've
back.
got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, we're going to get the.
But you're gonna have to help me out first before I go get your claw.
I call them treasures.
Alright, I only need 2 swords, possibly 1. I can get rid of... Let's see, Imperial swords do a little more damage. Not really worried about the war axe, but keep the bow just in case. I think we have some extra armor as well. I don't think we're going to be using the mage's clothes, although that extra magicka is tempting. Oh, I forgot how much extra... I forgot how many extra pieces of armor I had. Okay, let's see, we can get rid of some frostbite venom. And ironically in Skyrim you don't actually need to eat food to survive, so that's a plus. Okay, so first off, I want to know if he has a shield. Nope. Okay, so next bandit we see with a shield, we're claiming it. Preferably a light shield. And that leaves books. Alright, clairvoyance, don't care. Frost damage, tempting, lesser ward, oak flesh. That'd be good. Let's see, raise zombie, that's conjuration. Lesser ward, won't need that. Fury might be useful if we're sneaky enough. And then raising a dead body. Well, we're actually going to need to boost that conjuration skill as much as we can. So
this is your.
that will help as well. Alright, so we got some spells to learn and some ingredients to eat. It's funny right at the start because I know that I don't know what any of these do. I can just go through real quick and eat them all. This is the weirdest way to figure out whether something's good for you. Oh look, cyanide. Let me just try that and see how I feel afterwards. Okay, so if we're going to boost all of our abilities,
To go through town
start
and across
over.
the bridge
Okay,
to get to Bleak Falls
so the
Barrow.
basics of
You can't see it from here, though.
power leveling your character is trying to get as much experience or as much skill involvement in one action as possible. For example, I have the alteration spell Oak Flesh that raises your armor rating. And you would think that just casting the spell again and again would level it up for you. And in some cases, with some kinds of spells, that works. That's not the case here, though. With this particular spell, because it functions as armor, it only gains experience if you're being wailed on in combat. Which sounds annoying, but it does give you an easy way to level it up, and it also stacks on top of the armor that you're wearing. So you can add the leather armor to the armor bonus from the spell, and when you are hit for damage, that brings experience to both your alteration magic and your leather armor. Oh, there's that howling. There you are. I was wondering where you were. Come on and play. That's right. Come on. That light armor up to level 7. Anybody else? Oh, here they are. Come on. Watch them see. Yep. And then we got one bandit going up. Good. Oh, no, you don't. Where's the last one? There you are. Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh, you're going out in style. And I'm taking your skin. Okay. Let's get some healing going. Polish this off to the next opponent. Let's see. I believe there's one guard outside the mine. We'll see how much mana and health regenerates before we get to the mine in the first place. Might be alright. And there's our restoration. So we'll probably go with double swords for now. Alright. Ooh, I forgot my alteration spell's still working, because that lasts a couple of minutes. There we go. Awesome. There we go. We'll just... You loot everything until you start running out of room, and then you gotta be a little more picky. Alright, let's top off these wounds. Dive on in. Alright, we're going to see if we can get some work with the illusion spell here. There's a couple of situations in this dungeon where that can be helpful. I've got my destruction. I think we're going to switch to raise undead. And we've got the healing spell. Okay, so let's first see how well we can kick off this fury spell. I love that this is still kind of a tutorial, right? So they put the trap like brilliantly visible right against a nice backdrop, so you can be like, oh wait, maybe I shouldn't step there. Go figure.
This again? I told you, we have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap. So, stop your worrying and get some rest. Your shift is coming up and I don't want you dozing off again like last time.
Oh, trust me, no one's going to be dozing off in the next few seconds. No, you didn't see me. You didn't see me. You didn't see me. I promise. There you go. Yeah, there. There you go. Play with your friend. Uh-huh. Illusion magic can be fun. Oh, I'd never thought of that. You can actually boost your sneak skill while the furied people are furying. I rather enjoy that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so this is a power leveling trick. I've boosted illusion and stealth, and if I switch to my bow for a stealth shot, I'm sure that would be effective too. But given the circumstances, let's go for some magic armor. I mean, I don't have enough magic up. Oh wow, takes a lot of magic out of armor up. I love how like became enraged, right, and dives into a fight, and then it wears off, and they're just like, oh well. Hi, buddy. I guess you just kind of got angry for some reason. And, ooh, amethyst. I can use that. Alright, where's your friend? Come on. Here, buddy. Please tell me you didn't heal up all the way. You took quite a beating from your friend there. There we go. Come on. Nice. Alright, what you got? Lockpick. Excellent. Now, if memory serves, there's a little treasure down. Here we go. Got some mushrooms, gold. I don't think there's anything you can really do with that journal. I mean, you can read it, but I don't think it's connected to a quest or anything. So we will continue on. Alright, let's see if we can time this correctly. Because I want to trigger the next guards to come and then get into cover without being seen, and then trigger another fury. Oh, that so did not work. Okay. Let's try something else here. I'm armored up and drop rocks. And here we go. Come on, stack. So the goal here is to try to avoid getting in the middle, which is of course exactly what I'm doing. I'm a horrible teacher. Okay. Here we go. Okay, yeah. Ooh, that did not help. Ah! Time to level up. If you save your level ups for when your health is in trouble, you will not regret it. Alright, we're going to have to think of a better way to deal with guys that hit that hard. But pretty soon we'll have some better spells, and that will take care of that. Gold lockpick, all good. No shield yet, though. That's what I was really hoping for. I guess we might as well just loot them until we are overburdened. I do like the idea of slamming the armor spell on top of your actual armor, particularly when you're using light armor, because it kind of makes up for what you're giving up in not using heavy armor. Yeah, why not? There we go, alteration. We'll want the alteration because it actually increases the efficiency of your smithing. At least it will later on. I'll show you. Once I am done not dying. Master difficulty still gives great cinematic kills. There we go. Alright. Embershard mine, garnet, gold. I don't think we'll need a shovel. There we go. Alright. Don't need apples. We'll need gold. Clairvoyant spell, sure, why not? I mean, the powers of Google kind of exceed the clairvoyant spell, but we do the best we got for what we got. Okay, man, I've got room. Mostly when I'm looting sacks and barrels, I'm looking for smithing agents. I don't really care about what I can eat or drink. Ooh, I forgot. I do need a pickaxe. Did they have one over there? Maybe I missed it. Where, oh, where could a pickaxe be? I've got to mine, oh, can't you see? Nope, nothing. Oh, maybe in here. Nope. Okay. Alright, well in that case, let's see. I remember there was a couple of guys in this next spot. So, if we can... I know one of them's an archer, so let's try furying the archer and seeing if he just takes out the anyone in his line of sight. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're going to town. Let's see. If he holds still long enough, I can just... Oh, dang it. Stop dancing. I have a feeling that archer's not going to last long against... Wow, she's taken like 6 or 7 hits with that greatsword. Don't come looking for me. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I do not have enough mana if they round that corner. There you go. Turn right around. Everything's gonna be fine. Just go back to your posts. See if we can lure this guy. If we can lure this one into the back, going up to master difficulty really changed things up a lot because they have a lot more. Well, it takes a lot more for me to kill them. I don't think they have more health. You just don't do as much damage as you did before. Okay, big and ugly with the giant claymore is not in sight, so looks good. All right, let's we'll torch that one when he shows up. Meanwhile, we're definitely going to need iron. Might as well boost my smithing. Every little bit helps. I know in an optimized world, I would just like make separate notes of where all those books are and never open up any of them. until I was at like 95 smithing and then go through the world and pick them all up. But this run, I'm not going to be that meticulous. This is more of a play run to experiment and figure out some new styles of combat or perk generation and so on. And what that's the archer softened you up nicely for me. Okay, let's see. I think there's some. There we go. Gems, gold. Oop, can't miss one. There we go. Gold potions healing. There's that. One disappointment is I was expecting to find at least one guy with a hide shield, right? They're not exactly rare. It's not like they're made of adamantine or anything, just nice hide shield. That's all I was looking for. But we can't find one yet, so we will settle with what we've got. Or what we're about to have, because I do remember there is a chest in gold. There we go. Yeah, this is apprentice, so there we are. When it comes to lockpicking, I like the rule of thirds. You try the middle, the left, and the right, and kind of divide it into thirds. And then if that doesn't do it, you divide it into ninths, and you keep going down until you find the combination that works. Alright, so we'll go ahead and loot this guy. We'll run back to Riverwood and sell this next batch of supplies. And then I think we will... Let me think. Now, I think there are a couple of quests you can do in Riverwood. There's at least one I can think of that'll get us a companion. And since we're dealing with master difficulty, it might be better to... Well, I'm on the fence about that, really, because if your companion is killing bad guys, then you're not gaining the perks from killing them yourselves? Yeah, we'll try it ourselves. If it gets bad, we can double back and do one of these quests. That gets you a companion. I did it once before with a different playthrough. Another playthrough idea that I'm toying with is a survival-based playthrough. There's a mod that drastically reduces like your health regen. It changes the economy so that gold is a lot harder to come by. It tweaks combat in a number of interesting ways. We might visit that at another time, but for now, let's see if we can get some useful potions.
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't.
And I guess we'll go ahead and
You're that visit.
rent a room. This gives you the well-rested bonus after you've had a good night's sleep. And doing that right before we go up to the mountain seems like a good idea. Let's see. So we've already got the quest for the Golden Claw. For this playthrough, for this episode, I think we'll go up to the entrance of Bleak Falls Barrow and then call it good. So technically that'll be 2 dungeons for one episode, but Embershard mine is pretty small anyway, so that'll be fine. And we've even still got a level up saved up in case our health gets low. Alright, so we're going to keep 2 swords and armor spells for now. That's the Battlemage 1-2 punch. We're kind of mixing destruction with one-handed. Although, to be honest, once we get the right conjuration spells, we'll probably be more often using one-handed than destruction. And you will see why once I get to the right configuration. We might actually end up going to the Mage's College a little earlier than normal just to get the right spells that I will need to make it all happen. I'm still debating on where I want to spend my initial perks. Come here, butterfly. Butterfly? So I sworn I saw a butterfly. No? Okay. Oh, look, there's another one. These slippery butterflies. Sorry, I get distracted. Okay. Moving on. Alright, so the next step, I think, is to get past some bandits. Get through. So you can either use the Fury spell a little bit more, We might use that a little less, actually, because illusion is one of those schools of magic that you can actually train while you're leveling. You don't necessarily need to use it in combat. So we're gonna... I think we'll be better focusing on alteration. Although, given that this is master difficulty and bad guys have a crap ton of health... I still don't have a pickaxe. Should have picked one up early. Oh well. I'm sure we'll find one in Bleak Falls. Let's soften them up with fire, and then we'll finish them off with swords. If they're around here. Hello! It's cold out here. You should be thanking me. Oh, gee. Oh, that was kind of funny. It looked like the fall killed him. Not, you know, the impending immolation. And, of course, true to form, I forgot to sell all my loot. Of course. Oh, well. I think there's one more here. Fine. Oh, yep, there you are. Hello! Zigzag, zigzag. Hiya! No, I'm doing pretty good, actually. This is why you don't go into a fight bare-chested. Pretty sure there's one more up here, but he is a bigger I think he's a bigger threat, like Warhammer kind of a threat. Oh, no, just armor. Okay. Oh, my armor spell wore off. Oh well. The one thing that you gotta watch out for when you are developing a high perk generating character is watching your combat skills. You need at least one combat skill to...
I've been wandering alone for so long, I thought I'd never see another soul again.
Am I being haunted? Where is she? Calm down, tell me what happened.
I was kidnapped by these bandits weeks ago. They locked me up in the towers near Mistwatch. I managed to pick the lock and slip out while the guards slept, but now I'm completely lost. Can you help me, please?
There's a town nearby in that direction. Do you need help getting there?
Thank you. But I should be fine now that you've shown me the way. But those bandits have to be stopped. They're at Mistwatch. Here, let me show you on your map. If you can stop them, you'll be a true hero.
That was so random. Where is she? Okay. Did she chase me, like, up a tower, passing, like, the bodies of slaughtered foes? Ooh, a shield. Yes. Haha. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get rid of one sword. And we put on activate the shield, which is, of course, going to be an apparel. We're going to have to favorite that as well, so that we're not getting confused. Alright. And, yeah, we'll take it off. I don't know, if I was running for my life and I just escaped bandits, I don't think I'd run up a tower lined with corpses asking help. Just me, I guess. Alright, let's see. So we've got the shield, we've got the sword, but we do need to remember to armor up before we go in. So this is our initial stage, I guess, of power leveling. Is you put on your armor, and then you've got your block and your sword, so that when you go into combat, you're training up block, one-handed, light armor, and alteration. So that's 4. With a little bit, once we get further in the game, we should be able to get that to 5 or 6 different skills that will all be leveling up while we fight. And then once we get into crafting, that should give us another 3 or 4. Good, they see me. Come on. Alright, and just wait for them to come down and play. Oh, geez, yes, of course it'd be the big one, right? So notice my stance here. I pulled them up. I was trying to prevent the archers from getting a good view of me. Alright, so I don't know whether it's if I'm just a crazy good character that I'm building, or I'm just not quite killing as quickly as I should, given its master difficulty. But I have noticed that every time I have been low on health, I have been using my level up perk, right? So think about that for a sec. I'm leveling so quickly during the game that if I'm in trouble, I've always had a level up perk to heal off of. That's how quickly I'm already leveling, and I'm only getting 4 abilities enhanced when I fight. And we're going to get it up to 5 or 6. So we're basically building a character that heals almost exclusively by leveling up, which seems like the most all-powered thing in the game. I mean, think about it. It's like, oh look, I'm in a fight. I'm hurting. Oh, well, no, I'm leveling up again. More perks for me. Good times. Alright, so this seems like a good spot to stop before we dive into another long dungeon. While this is a really fun dungeon, it can be pretty tedious, particularly because I've never done it on Master difficulty, so I don't know how much health we're going to be dealing with some of those bosses. Thank you so much for joining me on the episode 2 of our playthrough. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Those are some of the best ways to let me know that I'm going in the right direction and building stuff you guys enjoy. If you'd like, you can also comment down below, what is your favorite build when you get into Skyrim? What's your favorite way to protect yourself if you're in trouble, like if you're going to rely on armor or alteration, or do you always just grab a companion and keep them between you and whatever's trying to kill you? I look forward to your comments down below, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Take care.